Y'all gotta do that ugly setting your face. You know that we be like.
I've never met anyone quite like her before.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Indieland. It's your girl Indy. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you are not new, hey, what's up, y'all? As you can tell by the title, we're doing this cute little cut crease look. And if you would like to see how I got it, because I'm going out of town like now, make sure you're first and foremost subscribe to the channel, like this video, and keep watching. I woke up so late today, y'all. It's been a couple of days. It's been a week. It's been a few weeks. Pray for me. I'm gonna start with my eyes today. I'm going to first prime them with the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. This is in the shade Tan Latte. You guys know the drill. Put it on and then blend it out super smooth and flat so that way your shadows don't look bumpy. I'm using my Morphe M173 brush to blend this out. Before I go in with actual eyeshadow, I'm gonna take the bronzer I'm gonna use today. I'm using the Morphe Glamabronze bronzer. This is in the shade Trailblazer. It seems as if this was first only sold online, but I can't seem to find it anymore. So Jay had gotten this one and given it to me. So if anybody knows where I could get these, let me know because I want more and I can't find them and I'm upset. I'm gonna take this eyeshadow brush from Kala. It's just a regular fluffy shadow brush. I'm gonna dip into this and take that to my crease. Remember, I didn't set my eyelids today, so you wanna pat that shadow, the pigment on first before you try to blend it. I'm gonna blend this up and into my brow, basically all over the lid. This is gonna be my transition shade today. Now I'm gonna go in with one of my favorite palettes, the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam palette. If there's ever a high-end palette you were trying to get and you're new to makeup, this is probably it. Soft Glam goes with pretty much everything, and I really love this palette, like a lot. I'm going to take a denser Kala brush, and I'm gonna go into the shade Rustic. And I'm gonna use that to deepen my crease a bit. See, a nice little gradient. You always want to blend, so when in doubt and your skin's going crazy, just keep blending, okay? I'm gonna try and deepen this up just a little bit more. I'm gonna take the dark shade that's been mostly used. It's called Cypress Umber, and a pencil brush, and I'm just gonna deepen up the outside, and then we're gonna cut this crease, okay? I'm gonna take that e.l.f. concealer that we used to prime our lids and a flat, this is just a regular Anjou brush, and we're going to take that and cut my crease. I'm gonna kind of map out how I want the crease to go and then fill it in. I want to pat it and make sure it's even and not patchy. All right, with the outer corner, I'm gonna take that darkest brown we used last in that same pencil brush. I'm just gonna blend the edges of my crease. This isn't a full cut crease, but I still need it to look blended. I'm gonna take the other side of that Anjou brush and I'm going to go in with another shade. I'm gonna take the shade Tempera. You know this is like the combo I always use. I'm gonna take the shade Tempera and I'm gonna pat that all over that concealer. Oops, I forgot to tap the excess off, so now I got fallout. But that's why I didn't do my face first. See? All this on my face, don't worry about it. But we're gonna go back in with that last brush and blend right here again. Take a little bit of that brown, that darkest brown shade, and just blend it. Gonna go in that second brush, blend from the top. I wanna make sure everything marries together. And then take that first brush and do the same thing. Starting from that outer edge. I'm gonna make sure your whole eye looks great. And that's it, we've cut the crease. Boom, I'm gonna do the other eye. And then, oh, I think I need to do my memory card. I'm gonna do the other eye, change my memory card, and then we be back to do the face. Now that my eyes are done, I'm gonna take a paper towel and a little bit of micellar water and just kind of clean up underneath my eyes because I had a lot of fallout, which was my fault because I didn't tap my brush off before going in. You know what I mean? It's an easy fix. This is why I didn't prime my face yet. This is why I didn't do none of that. So take that and just even use it to help clean up my concealer and eyeshadow. I'm gonna tap it dry with the other end because it is a makeup cleanser, and if I try to put makeup on top of it, it's not gonna mix too well. So me doing that, I kind of wiped away a little bit of my moisturizer as well. So I'm gonna go with my Charlotte Tilbury moisturizer. It just moisturized underneath my eyes. Definitely want to make sure I don't have any cracking. I have to wear my makeup for a long time today, so that was honestly too much, but I do have oily skin, but moisturizing is key. So if you don't moisturize your face, you should. Moisturizing is a necessity. My eyes look so pretty, oh my god. Maybe I should get some rhinestones. I'm running late, I probably shouldn't. Let me stop. For primers, I'm going in with my favorite duo, the e.l.f. Power Grip and the Milk Pore Eclipse Mattifying Primer. These two together. Definitely gonna make sure I focus this on all areas where I get the most oily and have the most texture, and then I'm gonna put the other primer where I feel like I have the most, where my makeup tends to lift up the most or separate the most. I'm gonna set my T-zone with the Laura Mercier setting powder in medium deep. I'm gonna take a little, this is just a regular little eyeshadow brush, and just kind of go around my nose and around my mouth. Now I can go on with foundation. I'm gonna be mixing two foundations today, the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation and the Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r Foundation. This duo makes my skin matte, but still has that glow. So I'm using the shade Macao in the NARS, and this is the shade 410 in Fenty. I hope. I have gotten lighter, as you guys can probably tell. So I'm trying to decide if I should go on 410 or 385. But whatever, I'll fix it. So I'm gonna take my little palette here. I'm gonna put a couple pumps of the NARS and a pump of the Fenty. And I'm going to take that to my face if I could find. I'm gonna use my Morphe E63 brush, foundation brush. And Take that right on to the face. I'm not going too close underneath my eyes so I don't have a lot of concealer buildup. Take a little bit to my forehead, just the excess. I don't really like putting too much foundation on my forehead, but just to keep everything blended, you know. I'm gonna take my Pawpaw blender, my Pawpaw Wonder blender. You can get these in a pack of like 6 for $10 on Amazon. And I'm just gonna go over my face. This is like the softest blender. It is so squishy. For concealer, I'm gonna go in with the Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r concealer. This is in the shade 410. I'm trying to finish this one. I have another one, but this one still has some stuff in here, but it's running out. I'm gonna use this to conceal. You guys know the first concealer I use is to conceal. The second one is to brighten. This one is closer to my skin tone. The second one will be a few shades lighter. So this is just to add extra coverage because I don't go in with so much foundation. And ignore all my little breakouts, y'all. I have been breaking out real bad. Hormones. But they're starting to go away now, but annoying. Alright, and to blend this out, I'm gonna use my Morphe M36 brush. I'm washing my brushes today, y'all. So don't come for me. This is the key to a snatched face, okay? The key, the key, the key. I always try to start on the outside of my concealer and then work my way in. So I'll sometimes go back and forth, sometimes do one at a time. It really depends on how I'm feeling. But okay, look at y'all, see? Oh, I look good. All right, for highlight, I'm going in with the Huda Beauty Faux Filt'r concealer in the shade Caramel Corn. This has to sit for a little bit. If not, I just feel like it just doesn't give me the coverage I want. So I'm going to bring it just a tad bit on the nose, but mainly under the eye. And a little tiny bit to my chin. And just some on the tip of my nose. I'm gonna take some right here so I could lift my face a bit. Granted, I feel like I do this regardless of, like, I feel like the concealer eventually, like the way I just blend, I always blend there anyway, so this is really just an extra ass step. Ooh, who texted me? While that sits, we're gonna contour and do blush. Contour, we're gonna use the Juvia's Place foundation stick in the shade Katsina. Y'all know this is a fave. I'm gonna take that right on my cheekbones. We are not doing liquid contour today. I'll probably try it again because I remember I really liked it before, but I definitely just used the wrong shade in that video, to be honest. If you haven't seen it, you'll see it. I laughed at myself for like a good 10 minutes on and off camera. But okay, to blend that out, I'm gonna take this Beaky brush. It's just a denser brush, and I'm going to start on the chin. Just nice little patting motions. And then to blend on my nose, I always use a smaller brush, just so I can have more control and not mess up anything else that's already on my face. This is a Royal and Lang nickel brush I got from in a set from TJ Maxx. Just kind of pat the sides down. Ooh, I got some concealer on it down. Pat the sides down up into my brow. kind of into the front of my eyeshadow. For blush, I'm going in with the Rare Beauty blush in the shade Grateful. I'm gonna take a dot right here and a dot right here and blend. I'm gonna use my small Japanese angled brush to blend that out. It is very, very pigmented, so even that dot that I just put, y'all about to see, like, y'all see how instantly my face looks like, ooh, sun-kissed. I'm just gonna take that from right here and up. I'm not gonna drag it into the center of my face today. Blend that right in with that contour. If you do go crazy on accident, you can tone it down with concealers using your foundation brush, but be very, very careful, because, and don't worry too if it gets too deep, because when you put powders on top of it, it does tone it down. Powder be saving lives, y'all. It be saving lives. Voila. Now I'm gonna take that concealer brush I used before and I'm gonna blend out the concealer, starting with my chin. If it's not tacky yet and you don't feel like you're getting the coverage you want, wait. If it's too tacky, spray your face and then blend, or your brush or sponge, whatever you use to blend. I'm gonna take my foundation brush and go over all of the edges of that concealer to blend it in with the rest of my face. See? It's not crazy anymore. Is it? Is it? I'm gonna set my face with the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Powder in the shade Blondie. Y'all know this is a fave right here. I'm gonna take my Makeup Forever powder puff to do that, but before I do that, I want to make sure I have no creasing underneath my eyes. I'm gonna take my sponge and just pat underneath the eye so I can set. Y'all gotta do that ugly setting your face, you know, that we be like, because like that's really the only way to get all them wrinkles out. Whew. All right, my powder puff, dipping that, coating that a nice even layer in that powder. I'm going I don't even know why I be putting this powder down, because can y'all say flawless? I know y'all see that. I ain't gonna tell y'all that y'all know y'all. Huda! There's a reason this powder's always sold out, y'all. I just bought 2 new ones. At that Sephora 20% off sale, the holiday sale. Let me do the other eye. I'm gonna take the scarf off now. My edges should be laid. Ooh. And yes, you know Mercier did my hair. Sia Styles always comes through. Oof, girl, I'm cute. Okay, and now I'm gonna set my entire face. I'm gonna go in with my One Size powder. This is in the shade Dark 4G. I'm taking my fluffy powder brush from Japanese. And I'm just going to set my entire face lightly. And I'm gonna make sure I get my forehead, because I didn't really put that much product up there. And as always, I go over everything on my face. I'm gonna use my One Size translucent powder to bake. Ooh. I'm gonna take that same powder puff and go up the sides of my nose and around my mouth the usual spaces. I'm gonna do my under eyes first. I'm gonna take that Soft Glam palette and that little pencil brush. I'm gonna go in with that darkest shade, the Cypress Umber that I used last. And I'm going to blend that on my lower lash line. Using that same brush, I'm gonna go into my bronzer and smoke that out. Okay, I'm gonna take that bronzer. This is the shade Trailblazer, and I'm going to take my angled Japanese brush, the bigger one, and I'm just going to apply that to everywhere I contoured. This bronzer is so good and big for the price, so if they really discontinued this for them small mini things that I've been seeing at Ulta, I'm gonna be very upset. I'm gonna be very upset. Taking a smaller brush, this is the All Over Shadow Brush from Sephora. I'm gonna define my nose contour. The closer you bring this in, the more snatched your nose will look. So it kind of depends on what you're going for. And now for blush, I'm gonna use the CoverGirl blush. This is the True Blend So Flesh blush. This is in the shade Hot Frenzy. I'm gonna take this BH Cosmetics cheek brush and apply that up and into my temples. And then I'm gonna take a little bit to my nose too. All right, my camera's overheating, so I'm gonna let it cool down and be right back. While my camera was cooling down, I applied my lashes and my liner to my lower lash line. I used the iEnvy Luxury Mink Lashes in the style 1, and I just used my black NYX pencil to line my waterline. And that was it. So now I'm going to dust away this powder. I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Powder, setting powder. This is the shade 2, and I have a Real Technique setting brush, and I'm just going to dip that in there and dust away this powder, little circular motions. Okay, y'all see how smooth my face looks? But you can still see some lines of demarcation. Ignore my brow, because when I spray my face, it'll all come together. But you can still see, like, right here, it still looks like, ooh, girl, powder. We're going to take my foundation brush, and I'm just going to gently tap those areas. You can use a concealer brush or a sponge too. Now we're going to spray my face. I'm going to use the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. I just realized I did not spray my face when I put my foundation on. Did I? I hope I did. If I didn't, spray your face before you put your foundation on. Sorry if y'all following along. Go ahead. I'm going to spray my face. And then I'm going to take my foundation brush and just lightly tap that spray into the face. See, I'm not looking super ghostly anymore, am I? Now we can move on to lips. I'm going to line my lips with the MAC Chestnut pencil. You guys know how much I love a dark nude lip. I was gonna do a berry lip today, but the theme of the event I'm going to is brown, so we're all wearing shades of brown, so yeah. I'm gonna to kind of blend out the edges. You can also use your finger. We're gonna use the Juvia's Place lipstick in Nubian Sand, and I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna go on top of that with the liquid lipstick. This is the Huda Beauty Liquid Matte Lipstick. This is in the shade Wifey. Take a little bit. I'm gonna take the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in the shade Diamond Milk, and I'm gonna take a lip brush and put that on top. Okay. What y'all think? To highlight, I'm gonna use the Fenty Beauty Kilowatt Highlighter. This is in the shade Me, Money, and Hustler Baby. I'm gonna take a pencil brush and do my little exclamation point on my nose. So kind of going the height of the eyes and then right at the tip of the nose. Yeah, my face looks good. And then I'm gonna take my foundation brush and just tap that in just a little bit to blend it in. So it's not super, super harsh. You want it to look like a glow from within, not like a glow from that was thrown at you. You don't want to look like the glow was thrown at you. Woo! I don't know why I be saying that. Like, I don't know I'm gonna look good at the end. We all know who it is. It's me. It's Angie. Get into it, yeah. All right, we're gonna spray my face one last time with that Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. Then we'll get dressed and be right back. Alright guys, so that completes this tutorial. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video because I think I look good and I think that y'all think I look good. So if you haven't already, make sure you like this video and leave a comment because clearly I slayed. You know what I'm saying? I slayed. Hey. So thank you guys again so much for watching. I promise to keep the videos coming out for y'all, so make sure if you haven't, you hit that notification bell, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye.